Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at how do strangers view you. So please be aware that this is a general reading and to only take what resonates, as well as to be aware that how strangers view you may not show up how you view yourself. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you your crystals for each pile. For pile number 1, we have this Chrysocolla malachite crystal. For pile number 2, we have the shell. And for pile number 3, we have Lapis Lazuli. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick any pile you are most drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one pile, you can pick 2 or all of them. Your intuition will always know best. You can also pause the video if you need more time, and if you are done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I will see you at your reading. Bye! Hi to my pile number 1s. If you chose this Chrysocolla crystal, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at how do strangers view you, my pile number 1s. So please be aware that this is a general reading to take what resonates, and to please also be aware that the way strangers view you may not be the way you view yourself, and may just be an assumption based on how you look, how you're dressed that day, etc, etc. So let's go ahead and add your cards. You chose the card Amara the Menahene, and it says Aloha Healing. Okay, the first card we have here is the butterfly with beauty. That's wonderful. The next card we have is prosperity. The universe is pouring out its abundance to you. Be open to receiving. The next card we have is the 3 of Cups. Next we have the Muse of Materials, which is the King of Pentacles in this deck. Next we have the 4 of Inspiration, which is the 4 of Wands. Next we have the World Cosmos, which is the World card. Next we have the 2 of Emotions, which is the 2 of Cups. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Strength card. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. Okay, my pile number 1s. So now that we have your cards laid out, I can see exactly what is going on here in your reading about how people, especially how strangers view you, my pile number 1s. So you chose the card Amara the Menahune. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it says here Aloha Healing. The first thing I'm noticing on the card is she has such big eyes, but they kind of look like a little bit sad if I had to look at it at first glance. So perhaps sometimes you have people or strangers perceive you as like a little bit sad with like sad girl eyes, even if you're not a woman, but that's what I heard now. But it's kind of like the energy of maybe you're not even sad, but sometimes you're just having your face in a normal facial expression, you know what I mean? And people sometimes, strangers sometimes view you that way, where they're not understanding that us humans can have a normal expression on our face and not be sad. But there is something here that strangers view you as very beautiful, with these beautiful big eyes or cute nose, cute mouth. Maybe you have this cute baby face, or strangers view you that way, that you look very youthful or young, that you have very long flowy hair, or strangers just view your hair as very flowy and gorgeous, like they want to put flowers in your hair almost. So I actually googled the name of this meaning, and it says it's a mythological race of dwarf people in the Hawaiian tradition who are said to live in the deep forests and hidden valleys of the Hawaiian Islands. So perhaps sometimes for some of you, maybe strangers might view you as quite short or petite, or maybe even ethereal, where it's like, are you from Earth? Are you really a human? Like, I get that energy almost, like, you know, maybe even strangers view you as someone that has this very luxurious energy, because we have the prosperity card, we have the king of materials, the king of pentacles I mean, we also have the king of pentacles showing up here in this deck. So there's this energy of you looking very rich or looking very prosperous, even if you don't have money. So some of you drive expensive cars, or just drive nice cars that look very good, or some of you dress very well, where you really take care of yourself. I mean, we see people dressed formal here, or you just dress to take care of yourself, and there's something about that where strangers view you as quite prosperous or rich in some type of way, where they see you as the type of person to maybe just be on the beach sipping a cocktail, eating fruits, that kind of energy, dancing, having more so of an easy life. That's the kind of energy I feel from this card, where, you know, today I'm at the waterfall. I have a free life where I can do what I want to do. Maybe sometimes people even see you at the grocery store, like buying a lot of foods, a lot of fruits, or more of the expensive kind of foods, or more expensive kind of clothes, or good quality clothes. And it's like they get this image of you, strangers. They view you as someone that is very successful, very rich, very prosperous, someone that has freedom to eat whatever they want, freedom to travel, freedom to buy whatever clothes they want to buy, freedom to buy, you know, drinks if they want to buy drinks, to travel, to just live their life and not have to work so hard to get what they want or need. I kind of get that feeling about how strangers view you, my pile number ones. Next we see a waterfall here, so it's kind of like maybe strangers view you as someone that travels a lot, or someone that is very adventurous, someone that goes to places like that a lot, or maybe even sometimes people view you, while strangers view you, as someone that has this energy of like always letting go of what doesn't serve you. It's like perhaps strangers view you as someone that will have such a high self-worth that you'll cut off anything in your life that doesn't serve you, and maybe even a peaceful energy. Because when I think of waterfalls, I feel like this peaceful energy, this serenity energy. So strangers view you as very peaceful, very serene. strangers also view you as someone that is going through some kind of healing, whether that be emotional healing of some kind. If you speak out about that, like let's say on social media, like let's say, you know, you speak out about your healing journey or post about your healing journey on social media, perhaps strangers view you that way. I also see here with the rainbow in this card, strangers sometimes view you as someone that is very, even though you may be healing something or maybe even have a little bit of sad eyes, strangers view you as someone very positive, very, very rainbowy, very, the energy of luck, good fortune, someone that's very lucky, someone that's very fortunate in their life, someone that seems to create a lot of happiness in their life and joy and spread that like rainbows, because we think of the rainbow after the storm. So sometimes I guess strangers view you as maybe someone that has been through things emotionally but has created a key to your own happiness and your own freedom to strength and to healing those emotions and finding the joys in life again. And to me, rainbows always represent this kind of energy of like renewal, but also hope and beauty, and this energy of like joy, childlike joy. I guess that's what I would explain. The next thing I am noticing here in this card is perhaps some people view you as having a body that, you know, dances really well, or someone, maybe even if you don't dance, like maybe you have, strangers view you to have a body that can dance, like, you know, having like a lot of hips, maybe having curvy hips, or if you're quite petite, then maybe also kind of just having a nice body where you look like you dance, or you look like you exercise a lot, you look like you take care of yourself, your health, you look very healthy, very glowy to strangers, and that's kind of what I feel from that. The next thing I'm noticing here is the flowers in her hair and all the flowers around her. So perhaps you are someone that strangers view as someone that loves nature, or someone that loves to decorate their hair beautifully, or just kind of like be out in nature. And you give me this energy. I saw a vision of this one friend I had, and I used to work with him but he was so funny. Like every morning when I came to work, he used to be like, Samantha, you look like a flower today, like that kind of energy. So it's almost like strangers perceive or view you as someone that looks like a flower that's about to bloom and blossom into something beautiful. A flower that is very beautiful. And when we think of flowers, flowers just have this natural beauty to them, and they are open. Flowers also represent love. Flowers also represent gentleness, the strength and gentleness. Flowers also, to me, are the kind of energy of like, the flower just sits there and looks pretty, and it's kind of like that energy. Perhaps strangers view you as someone that has a lot of beauty, someone that just sits there and looks pretty but also gets a lot of money while you do so. Even if you do work hard, perhaps that's just the way strangers view you. Like you look like you live an easy life, no wrinkles, no stress lines. You don't look like you have stress on your face. You look like you live a pretty easy life according to what strangers view you, my pal number ones. You look like you're very free, my pal number ones. Another thing I feel is maybe some of you, strangers perceive you or view you to be part of the LGBTQ community, because we have the rainbow here. So perhaps if you are, maybe you talk about it online, or you tell people, or perhaps maybe strangers just perceive you to be that way. If you are not, then you don't have to take that message. I feel like that's for very few of you. So another thing is we have the beauty card, and I spoke about flowers. I get the same message with this butterfly here. You're like a beautiful butterfly that just passes by, and nobody can catch you and take you. It's almost like you flutter past and everyone's admiring you, everyone's admiring your beauty, but nobody can quite catch you or keep you there. You know, I get this feeling that, you know, when you're just sitting outside in the garden and a butterfly flies past you and you want it to stay longer because it's so beautiful, it's so pretty, it's so colorful, but you can't, it flies away. So I get that kind of feeling about how strangers view you. They just want to keep staring at you, my pal number ones, because you're so beautiful, but you probably walk away and do your own thing. Okay, another thing I'm hearing is sometimes strangers view you as, this is for a very few of you, but sometimes strangers view you as someone that they can't quite put their finger on where you're from, because we have, you know, the card of the Hawaiian tropics here. It's kind of like, I just heard this message that some of you look, I wouldn't say mixed race, but some of you look like they don't quite know where you're from, but you have this beauty to you. So you may get a lot of people ask you where you're from. Like, for example, you know, sometimes, you know, you get like white people where maybe they look like they're from France or from Italy, but they're just like American, you know, that kind of energy. Or you get a person that looks like they're quite mixed race, and you can't quite put their finger on where they're from. You get what I mean, my pal number ones. That's the kind of energy I feel. No disrespect at all. I just feel like that is sometimes how strangers perceive you, my pal number ones. Like, they can't quite put their finger on where you're from. Another thing I am noticing here is, I said, you know, you have a lot of prosperity with you. So you may dress in a way that you look like you really take care of yourself. Like, you know, you brush your hair, you make it in a beautiful bun or curl it nicely, or, you know, you also look like you have money with the way that you dress. Even if you don't wear expensive clothes, it's like you make the clothes look expensive. You have an aura of radiance and prosperity around you where you just look so rich. You look very rich. You look like you have everything you need. You look like you have everything you want. And there's this thing of strangers perceiving you as someone that has a lot of money, as someone that is very successful, as someone that is always prosperous. And I also feel the energy with the 3 of Cups and 4 of Wands. There's this energy of a lot of people of the same sex wanting to be friends with you, wanting to create this community with you, because it's like they see you so pretty. They just see you looking like you're someone that has a lot of love in their heart, someone that's very friendly to be around. It's like people have friendship crushes on you and they want to be your friend and come up and talk to you. But I almost feel this feeling, I just heard gobsmacked. So it's almost like people are gobsmacked by your beauty and they want to come up to you and talk to you, but sometimes they feel like it would take a lot of courage to come up and talk to someone so beautiful, someone so elegant, someone that looks so rich and prosperous and powerful in their own nature. And I mean, we even see someone wearing this coat. So it's like strangers really admire you from afar, my pal number ones. And a lot of them of the same sex want to have the courage to come up to speak to you and be friends with you, but some of them are too shy, some of them feel scared, some of them feel like this person is so beautiful, why would they even want to be my friend? This person looks so prosperous, why would they even want to be my friend? This person looks like they already have a lot of friends, what would I be to them? That's the kind of energy I feel. A lot of people put you on this pedestal. You feel like a diamond to me. You feel like something gentle that I must hold and not drop down on the floor. You give me that energy of like walking into a museum and everything's so beautiful and I can't bump it. I wouldn't say that you're fragile, but you have this energy of delicacy where it's like I'm in a restaurant and I'm eating this food and I can't really explain the energy, but there's this energy of delicacy, richness, and also like beauty where people feel like they sometimes can't come up and talk to you because they feel sometimes like out of your league, even in friendships. And there's this energy of people really putting you on a pedestal and treating you like an expensive diamond that they can't drop on the floor or crack, or treating you like, you're an artwork in a museum that they can't bump over, you know what I mean? And bumping over may mean, sometimes they feel like their traits wouldn't match up to what you have to offer. So for example, let's say someone here wants to be your friend and you look very rich. I'm going to use that example, but they don't have a lot of money, so they almost feel like I can't match up to this person's standards. I would leave a dent in their money. I would be like a burden to them because they look like they have so much money, or they are so rich. They look like they have all of this, and I don't want to be their friend and have to ask them to pay for my dinner or to feel sorry for me in any way. And it's like people almost feel like they are stuck because they want to be your friend or they want to be your lover. I also feel like you have a lot of romantic interests with the Two of Cups that want to be your lover. A lot of people feel physically attracted to your beauty. A lot of strangers feel physically attracted to your beauty where they want to just be in love with you. There's this aura to you that, maybe this person doesn't even want a relationship, but it's like they see you and it's like you're everything they need or want. And it may even just like be this love at first sight kind of feeling, like logic goes out of their mind and they're just in awe of your beauty, my pile number ones, where they want to be with you or flirt with you. And I'm kind of getting the same energy that sometimes people don't, because they naturally put you on a pedestal. And just be aware though of people that may come up to you and see this air of richness around you and maybe date you because they're trying to use you for your money, my pile number ones. But at the same time, I also feel this energy that a lot of people want to have that sense of, I've created success or wealth for myself as a stranger. Like, I can't come up to this person and just be their boyfriend or be their girlfriend without having my own amount of money. So it's almost like they feel stuck in wanting you as a lover, but that butterfly symbolism, I want to catch you but I can't. That's the kind of energy I feel again. I want to catch you. You're a beautiful butterfly, but I can't catch you because I feel like I don't feel they feel like inadequate, but more so they want to be on your same level, my pile number ones. There's this energy of like the whole world just slowing down and stopping to look at you with the World card. And for some of you, I'm seeing like a lot of purples, pinks in this reading. Some of you wear a lot of purples and pinks. Some of you wear very flowy, drapey clothes. Some of you have very naturally beautiful hair, very wavy hair or straight hair. But there's something about your hair that looks very beautiful, like people want to run their hands through it and brush your hair. Now I'm hearing that song, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, life is plastic, you can brush my hair, something like that. I heard the you can brush my hair part. So it's almost like people want to run their fingers through your hair and touch your hair because it looks so shiny and gorgeous, my pile number ones. And the clothes you wear look really romantic or really flowy. Some of you love to wear, these kind of clothes that really show off your body in the right parts, but also maybe even floral clothes or dressing up in a way that really makes you look like a flower, like I said earlier. Maybe some of you even smell really good like flowers. And I kind of get this energy. Even here we have like exercise clothes. It looks kind of like exercise clothes. When people see you in the gym, they really admire, strangers really admire your body, my pile number ones. And that's basically how they view you. They also see that you're someone that has a lot of love in their heart. You look like a very lovable person, like a person that has a lot of friends around you, like a person that has a lot of eyes on you. It's almost like strangers view you as someone that captures everyone's attention, is the center of attention without even trying to be so. You're not like look at me, loud kind of energy, but you're just sitting there beautifully like a flower and everyone's drawn to you, everyone's looking at you, and it's like the world slows down to look at you. I will say, there's this energy of you maybe even attracting a lot of partners, strangers perceiving you or viewing you to attract a lot of romantic partners. And I also feel the sense that some of the same-sex people sometimes get a little bit jealous of you because they're showing me a vision of when I was in Thailand, and I wasn't even trying to do anything at all. I was literally just going to a 7-Eleven with my sister, and this man was walking past with his girlfriend, and it was a long time ago. I even forgot about this memory, but Spirit just showed me it as a vision, and this man just looked at me and he was like staring at me for a very long time, and his wife or girlfriend got really mad at him, and I could see that. And then my sister made a joke about it and I laughed, but I wasn't even trying to get their attention. So they showed me that as a vision, that sometimes women or men or people of the same gender get a little bit jealous of you or get really mad at you, but they feel like they can't say anything because they know you haven't done anything wrong. And it's like sometimes you draw out insecurity in strangers of the same sex because it's like they feel almost stuck when they see you. Maybe they dressed up really nice that day and they were hoping that their boyfriend or men look at them, but now all the men or women are looking at you. That's the kind of energy I feel. You know what I mean, my pile number ones? It's like they're trying to catch everyone's attention, but no one's looking at them. Or they're trying to catch people's attention or their lover's attention, but their lover is looking at you, but you're not even trying to get their lover's attention. You're just being that beautiful flower or butterfly, and people are naturally drawn to you. Strangers also perceive you as someone that, for some of you, is very strong looking. Like, for some of you men, I feel like you have very big muscles or you look very strong, like you gym a lot. Or for women, I feel like sometimes strangers view you as someone that gyms a lot, that has a lot of core strength. You know what I mean? In that way, like maybe your body is very toned. That's what I'm seeing. And another thing I see is strangers view you as very patient, very kind. And I also feel the energy that sometimes people view you as someone that can give out a lot of opportunities to others, since you have this air of richness or prosperity to you. It's like people think that, I'm not sure if this is true, but people think, strangers think that, you know, you give out a lot of opportunities to others, and they almost, it's this energy of like, you know, when a celebrity is walking past, like let's say a rapper is in a restaurant, they're showing me a vision of this other series I was watching. I forgot what it was called, but this rapper was in the restaurant and the waiter came up to him and was like, I'm such a big fan. Can I please send you my link to my SoundCloud, something along those lines, and please can you listen to it? And like that kind of energy of like, maybe you look so rich or prosperous that people almost want to come up to you and ask you for opportunities. That's the kind of energy I feel, my pal number ones. So I really hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video to your friends. And I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pal number twos. If you chose the shell, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at how strangers perceive and view you. So please be aware that this is a general reading to take what resonates, and please also be aware that strangers might view you or perceive you in a specific way that you don't even view yourself. So just keep an open mind to this. You chose the Sewer Mermaid and it says your sensuality is beautiful. Let's go ahead and lay your cards out for you. Okay, so the first card we have here is the Water Fairy, Feelings and Emotions. That's so interesting that we have a mermaid card. I chose the shell for you and we have the Water Fairy. Very interesting. So that's a synchronicity. The next card we have is Receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Next we have the Chariot. Oh my gosh, this card doesn't want to stay. Maybe you're that kind of energy. When I said it doesn't want to stay. Okay, there. We have an extra card, the Magician. We have the 10 of Emotions, which is the 10 of Cups. We have the 7 of Voices, which is the 7 of Swords. We have the Queen of Materials, which is the Queen of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Emotions, which is the 9 of Cups. We have the Magician. We have the Magician twice. That's interesting. We have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And lastly, we have the 9 of Cups again. That's so interesting. Okay, my pal number twos. Okay, my pal number twos. Now that we have your cards laid out for you, I feel the energy here that a lot of you seem to strangers or are perceived by strangers as very sensual, very beautiful. I mean, we have the Sensuality is Beautiful card here. So there's this kind of energy. I'm going to use the same example I used in pile 1 because I'm seeing that play out again. There is a very similar energy here to pile 1. So if you were drawn to that, please go and watch it. But I'm getting the energy here that the vision I explained to them was something that happened to me many, many years ago. I was in Thailand and I was just walking on the street to 7-Eleven with my little sister, and we were just walking. We weren't even trying to do anything. And the man that was walking with his wife was there, and, you know, the man was like looking at me and staring at me, but I wasn't even trying to get his attention or dressing in any way that was like provoking or anything like that. I was just being myself, you know what I mean? And it was not my fault that that man was looking at me. I can't help it, you know what I mean? So, you know, he was staring at me and she got really angry at him, but she couldn't really say anything to me because I didn't do anything wrong. So I kind of get this feeling that even when you aren't dressed up in a sensual way, it's like perhaps you have a lot of curves because we see curves here, or perhaps there's just something about you that your energy is so sensually appealing, like people just wanna people feel very sensually and sexually attracted to you, my pile number 2s, without even you trying or dressing a certain way or showing off certain parts of your body. It's like you just naturally attract in partners, and this is how strangers view you, as someone that always attracts in partners, as someone that is very sexy, someone that loves their body. And it's good to love your body because we should love our bodies. You seem to strangers like someone that has, you know, a lot of lovers, or maybe doesn't have a problem with getting lovers. And you may attract a lot of jealousy from people of the same sex with the 7 of Swords here, but it's like they try not to show it towards you. But it's kind of this energy of like maybe, you know, a lot of the opposite gender or same sex, depending on what you're attracted to, are like attracted to you, and maybe they are trying to get those people to, you know, pay attention to them. But it's like, let's say for example that stranger is a woman and you're a woman, and it's like that stranger is dressing up the best to attract all the males and everything, but then, you know, you come in here not even trying, and you're not even trying, and everybody's looking at you, all the men are looking at you. That's the kind of energy I feel here. So a lot of jealousy from people because of how appealing you are to others. And I kind of get the feeling that a lot of strangers are sexually attracted to you, whether it be the same sex or opposite sex. It's like a lot of strangers are attracted to you. And Spirit is making me laugh now. Like, I kind of even get the feeling that, you know, when I said same sex or opposite sex, they made a joke about like a noodle. You know, maybe like this woman is straight and you're a woman, for example, and this woman is straight, but it's like you get her. This is gonna sound a little bit weird. Okay, so if you're not 18 plus, please skip ahead this part only. But it's almost like you get her wet. Now she's like a noodle now, and she's falling all over for you. Like, that's the kind of energy I feel. It's like even you'd make a straight, if you were a woman, you'd make a straight woman even want you because of how appealing you are to people and to strangers, my pile number 2s. And there's this kind of energy of people just being really attracted to you, their mouth watering for you, really just feeling like this energy of like, perhaps you give this energy of like very mermaidy or water fairy vibes, where you just seem very ethereal. You seem very captivating, like a siren, like calling you in, that kind of energy, calling people in and luring them in, that kind of energy, like where everything just slows down for you and people are really captivated by your energy and your presence and your beauty and your handsomeness if you're a man. So I kind of get that feeling that, you know, a lot of people are sexually attracted to you is the first thing strangers perceive about you. And that you also really love your body, that you have a very nice body. Some of you have curves, or some of you have, like some of you, like, you know, when you're dressed and maybe you have cleavage out, it's like people want to look. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. It's like people want to look at your body, people want to touch your body, people want to kiss you. It's like you have very luscious lips is what I'm seeing. Some of you have very beautiful hair that people just want to run their fingers through your hair. I get the energy here that some of you wear very beautiful jewelry, or you like to show off your clothes in a way that shows off your body in a very beautiful way. Like, let's say, you know, you're wearing something, it just shows off all the right parts of your body. That's the kind of energy I feel. There's this energy of like people almost like just being captivated by you. Like I said, like a siren. Maybe some of you even have beautiful voices that just capture people in, or beautiful singing voices, and you look very ethereal, you look very magical. I'm noticing here she has little shimmers all over her, and she's also wearing, you know, like a yellow eyeshadow. So I'm getting this feeling that a lot of you look very glittery, or maybe you wear glittery eyeshadow or colorful eyeshadow, or you wear colorful clothes, or I mean, we even have a glitter dress here. Maybe some of you wear glittery dresses, or you just look very glittery, like very shiny, like a diamond, that kind of energy. I'm getting the energy here that I heard this song by Miley Cyrus, I Can't Be Tamed. So it's almost like people, strangers view you as someone that is very wild, very free, someone that can't be tamed. Even if you aren't so, it is a good kind of energy though, because it's the energy of like, you know, I want that woman over there, but as an example, like I want that woman over there, but she's so beautiful, so sexy that I feel like I can't keep her. You know, in the beginning I tried to put this card on and I was like, why won't you stay? That's the kind of energy I feel for you, like from people that are interested in you, my pile number 2s. It's like they want you to stay, but it's like, why won't you stay? I'm seeing shopping bags here. Some of you really love to shop. That's how strangers perceive you, even if you don't. It's like they view you as someone that is very successful with the Chariot card. Someone that is always traveling, someone that is always going on to better things, someone that maybe has a really nice car, as we see a car here. I get the feeling that strangers perceive you as someone that is always on the go, always busy, always lucky, always, you know, successful, always creating more in terms of your wealth. People view you as, strangers view you as very wealthy with the Queen of Pentacles, and also very lucky, and we have the genie lamp here. So strangers view you as someone that is always lucky, always satisfied with their money, always has more than you want and need. But I also see that strangers see that, you know, with the Knight of Pentacles, you might have had to work hard to get this kind of money, to get this kind of status, to get this kind of wealth. They see you as someone that is always creating something better for yourself in terms of wealth, but also ideas. And it's not like you just let life happen to you. That's how strangers view you, that you always go after the things you want in life and create the things you want in life. and that you're also very generous with your money, or with your time, your resources, your energy. You're very kind is what people see. Strangers see that you are very wealthy, you have a very wealthy energy, but they also view you as someone that is very kind with a lot of feelings and emotions. I don't get like a robot energy from you. I see that strangers view you as someone with a lot of feelings and emotions, that has a lot of this energy of not only receiving but giving to others. Like you have a big heart. That's the kind of energy I feel, my pile number 2s. Strangers really perceive you and view you as someone that has a big heart, someone that is always giving to others, someone that has a lot of depth to you, someone that is very playful, someone that goes after what they want in life, creates their own luck. It's almost like sometimes I'm getting the jealous energies here, gossip about you and try to create drama and say that you're someone that's superficial, or someone that is always glamorous but in a negative connotation. But I see that the other strangers they gossip to, don't listen to them, because they can see this energy about you, this strong feely energy about you, this strong hearty energy about you, my pile number 2s. I just feel the energy here with the 10 of Cups. You seem like a very happy, playful person that people want to dance with. Maybe you look like you have a very nice body where you either dance or gym a lot, and I'm getting that energy of like, even if you don't do it, I'm getting that energy of people perceive you that way. Strangers perceive you that way. Strangers perceive you as someone that has a lot of fun, someone that always goes out and does nice things with people around you, like people you love. Strangers view you as someone that is very generous and loving, where you make people feel like family, like your friends and your lovers, and that's the kind of energy I feel. I also see the way strangers perceive you is, like I said, someone that creates their own luck, but also someone that is very playful at the same time. So strangers don't just view you as someone that is hardworking and rich, but also someone that is very playful and creates doors and luck for themselves through that playfulness and law of attraction. With the Magician here, strangers perceive you and view you as someone that is always attracting good energies into their lives, someone that is always attracting wealth, luck, happiness, joy, sensuality, beauty, everything you want. It's like you're always attracting it. And I'm seeing that strangers perceive you as someone that has a lot of spice to you. Like you seem like very spicy, like, I don't know, I'm getting that energy, like you seem very spicy, and this energy of like, sometimes people have seen you like in the grocery store and buy like nice foods, or buy, nice luxurious clothes, or just buy nice things for yourself, and it's like strangers perceive you as someone that has a lot of money to spend on good food or good clothes that fit you well and look good on you. Even if you don't have a lot of money, it's like strangers view you this way. You look like someone that is very rich. I'm also getting the energy here that strangers view you as someone that always has enough money to buy whatever foods you want, as maybe even like someone that's a foodie or loves to cook or bake, or even as someone that is good at baking or good at cooking, as we see in the Magician card here. I'm kind of getting the energy that maybe even some of you strangers perceive you as very creative, or like you have the spice to you, that you're always creating new ideas, always creating newness in your life. There's that energy very heavily with you, my pile number 2s. And always creating luck as well. I keep saying that, and satisfaction in your life. It's like you create that with your gratitude, my pile number 2s. I really get that very strongly. I really hope that this reading resonated with you, my pile number 2s. If it did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if this resonated, and share with your friends. I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this Lapis Lazuli crystal, this reading's for you. We're going to be looking into how strangers view you. Please remember that how strangers view you may differ to how you actually are, as they are not really knowing you on a personal level. And please just take what resonates, as this is a general reading. You chose the card Pink Lotus Fairy, and it says a time for spirit. Let's go ahead and add your cards for you. So the first card we have is the Grail Knight. It says romance, illusion, seeking the sacred. Next we have undying love. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. Next we have the King of Coins, which is the King of Pentacles. Next we have the Four of Cups, an extra card for you. We have the Four of Emotions, which is the Four of Cups again. That's quite interesting. We have the High Priestess. We have the Knight of Inspiration, which is the Knight of Wands. We have the Seven of Inspiration, which is the Seven of Wands. We have the Star card. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Four of Cups again. Oh my gosh, you've had the Four of Cups show up 3 times in your reading. My pile number 3s, that's interesting. Okay. We have the King of Swords. Okay, my pile number 3s. I am feeling a little bit of a mix of energies of pile number 1 and 2, but this energy is also different at the same time. So if you were drawn to those piles, you know, you can watch them, but at the same time I feel like there's still a different energy here. Okay, so with the Pink Lotus Fairy, a time for spirit, I feel the energy here that a lot of you have this essence to you. I mean, in this deck, this is a very dark deck. It's a shadow work deck, and I think this is one of the brightest cards I have out of this deck. So I feel this energy with you, my pile number 3s. Even here, it's like you look like a beautiful garden. You look like a beautiful fairy in a beautiful garden. You look very colorful people, and that's how strangers perceive you, as very colorful, very beautiful, like you're a fairy in a beautiful garden. That's the kind of energy I get. And it's like strangers perceive you as very calm, because I mean, she's even in a meditative state here and also here. So strangers perceive you as very calm, very zen, very calm, very chilled as well. There's something about you that's also very angelic or very ethereal, very fairy-like. So some of you have actually physical traits that are fairy-like, or some of you just have the personality traits of a fairy, where you're very playful, very witty, very like giggly, that kind of energy. Maybe strangers have seen you giggle in public or be very fairy-like, and maybe some of you, even strangers, perceive you as dressing in very beautiful, stunning clothes. I mean, what is she wearing here? This is so even hard to explain, but it's so gorgeous. It's like you look like someone with rhinestones on you all the time. I mean, she's even having pink hair here. So sometimes strangers perceive you as someone that is very just naturally beautiful. Like whatever you wear just sits on you well. You look very zen, very cool, very collected, very calm all the time. You know, I kind of get this energy that perhaps a lot of you wear clothes and it just looks very beautiful on you, or you wear very colorful clothes, or you kind of have this energy to you where you look like you have this energy of like glitter all around you or fairy dust all around you, or maybe some of you like to wear like very unique clothing like this, you know what I mean? The color pink is showing up, so I get the energy of romance with you, my pile number 3s, because we have undying love as well, and we have the Four of Cups, depiction of someone on a date here. So I get the energy, even romance illusion. So there's this energy of strangers perceiving you as someone that has a lot of romance in their life. If you are single, maybe someone that goes on a lot of dates, always attracts partners to them. That is so beautiful, so handsome, that you have an endless supply of partners just waiting in line for you. They're showing me like a vision of people actually waiting in line for you to date you. That's the kind of energy I get, my pile number 3s. It's the energy of like you seeming like you have a very loving spirit as well. There's the energy of love around you, the energy of like you always attract love, you always have love around you, you're always going on dates, you're always attracting love. It's never a dry well. I get the feeling that a lot of strangers are physically and spiritually attracted to you, and it's not just physically, it's also spiritually. Like they feel attracted to your aura unconsciously, and it's your heart that shines so brightly that just attracts people in, my pile number 3s. And I get the feeling that if you are in a relationship, perhaps strangers see you as having a lot of love with this person, as you two having a lot of love together that is going to last forever and ever, even after death, because we have undying love. And I get the feeling that even if you are in a relationship right now, there's this feeling of respect from the gender of the partner you're with. So like, let's say for example you're a woman and you're dating a man. There's this feeling of like other men looking at you in public, really feeling attracted to you, but respecting that you're in a relationship and seeing the love there. I get the energy of respect. So there's this energy of them still being very attracted to you and seeing you as very beautiful or handsome, you know, feeling very romance energies with you, but backing off. Okay. With the Four of Emotions right opposite the Star, I get the energy that I heard the song You Don't Know You're Beautiful by, was it One Direction? So I get this feeling that strangers view you as quite humble, or quite humble in themselves. I don't feel like you're I don't feel like you're a person that walks into the street and is like, hey, look at me, look at how beautiful I am. I feel like you just have this natural aura of beauty around you when you don't even try. It's like in a lot of the pictures here depicted in the tarot cards, the person is just closing their eyes, focusing on themselves, focusing on their own life, going about their day. And it's like people just notice your beauty. And there's this aura of humbleness around you that strangers perceive towards you, where you are really, really gorgeous or really, really handsome. It's like you have the star quality, like you shine like a star, you shine brightly, you look very beautiful, very handsome, very gorgeous. It's this energy of like you just shining so bright, a lot more than others, and you being a very lucky person as well, and also a very peaceful and calm person. And it's this energy of you shining so brightly, but maybe even sometimes strangers think that you don't notice how much you shine. You don't notice how much people are watching you because you're just, going about your day, doing your own things, going grocery shopping, going shopping for clothes, at work, typing on your computer, I don't know. Whatever it is you're doing, it's like you're focused on what you're doing. There's this energy of cool, calm, collected, and you're focused on what you're doing, and it's like you don't even notice how much strangers are staring at you and are seeing how much you shine. And there's this energy of like, maybe if you look up, people just look away, but it's this energy of like, like this fairy energy. So maybe I'm getting this energy of like, let's give an example. Let's say I was, I'm a psychic, so I've sometimes seen actual fairies, but let's just say this example, like I'm a psychic and I'm walking in the forest and I see a fairy and I'm so captivated by this beautiful fairy fluttering around, la 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 la, just being itself, not even trying to look beautiful, but just looking so captivating and beautiful. And I see this fairy and I'm just so captivated, like I keep looking, and then the fairy looks up and I'm in the forest and I remember this fairy thinks I can't see it, so I quickly look around and look like I'm busy with something, and the fairy just goes on with its day, doesn't even notice that I saw it, because usually people don't notice the fairy. But I'm getting the energy that you're like a visible fairy that everyone can notice. Everyone can notice how much you shine. And there's this almost feeling of like, when you see, like my vision of like me seeing a fairy. Like let's say I was to see that fairy and I was so shocked that I just saw a fairy. There's this energy of like shock of how much you're beautiful, how much like you're so playful, so fun to look at, so bright, so colorful. I don't really know how to explain your energy, my pal number threes, but I just feel like you're fun to look at, or you're shocking to look at because of how captivating you are and how beautiful you are, or how handsome you are. And it's just like, I want to keep looking at you, I want to keep staring at you. And it's like a shock because there's this energy of like, not many people have your qualities, or not many people look like you or look as beautiful or handsome as you. It's like very unique. And there's this energy with you, my pal number threes, that strangers perceive you to have a lot of luck, where opportunities, money, love always flows in, as we see with the water here. There's this energy of you just being so peaceful and calm and just attracting it like nothing, and just shining out brightly and attracting everything to you. You're like a star that shines brightly in the night sky, and that's what I feel with you, my pal number threes, of how strangers perceive you. I also feel the energy that strangers perceive you as someone that is either very spiritual or very intuitive. So perhaps some of you, I don't know if you are, but there's this energy of like strangers perceive you that way, sorry. I said that day. So maybe something you wore that day, I don't know which day it is, or something you said that day. Like for example, let's say you are in the grocery store and you say something to someone and that's exactly what they needed to hear, and then they perceive you as intuitive though they're a stranger. Or let's say you post something on Instagram or social media where you're sharing part of your spiritual journey, because I do feel a lot of spirituality energies here with the Pink Lotus Fairy, A Time for Spirit, Four of Cups where they're meditating, and the Star card, and also the High Priestess. So there's this energy of spirituality with you. So maybe you are, without even realizing it, where you just give off this energy of mindfulness, very calm, collected energies to people, to strangers, and perhaps some of you post about spirituality on your Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, and you share parts of your journey with people. I kind of get the energy that a lot of people perceive you as someone that is very dreamy as well. I'm getting the energy of dreaminess. I'm getting the energy here of like a lot of wavy hair. A lot of you have wavy, beautiful hair, because we have wavy hair here, wavy hair here, wavy hair here. Some of you plait your hair in beautiful braids, and they love to see your hair like that. For some of you, I feel like with the men, some of you have beards, and it's like people really love to look at your beard. Something about that. I'm getting the energy that a lot of you just dress in a way that is very captivating as well. It just fits well on you, the clothes you wear. There's this energy to you, my pile number 3s, where strangers view you as someone that is very successful as well. As someone that has a lot of ambition to create success in their life. Someone that is very intelligent, not only beautiful or handsome, but also very intelligent, also very charismatic. And there's this energy of sometimes people trying to push you down or push you in a box, or hurt you with their words when they see the amount of star qualities you have, because it's not just handsomeness, beautifulness, but it's also intelligence, success, and it's like sometimes people try to push you down, but you seem like a very powerful person to strangers. You seem like a person that has a lot of boundaries, but it's also very playful and fun and very like inviting. But at the same time, I feel like if someone was to do that to you, you'd set a boundary real quick. And with the success that strangers perceive, it's like sometimes strangers see you having so much success or perceive you like this so much that they almost prey on your downfall, but they're actually going to see you get more and more successful the more they prey on your downfall, because it's not right when people do that. Okay, my pile number 3s. So I get this energy of like you are going to shine brighter and brighter and brighter, and it's almost like people will need sunglasses to even look at you if they have bad intentions towards you, because there's this energy of you shining more and more and more. The more they try to push you down, the more stronger you get. And I get that energy of you being like very playful, very adventurous, someone that is very fun to be around. That's how strangers perceive you. Perhaps you giggle a lot or laugh a lot or smile a lot, or you just maybe post pictures of travel or doing fun things, or maybe you just look like a very fun person by strangers. And I also feel the energy that strangers see you as someone that does a lot of adventurous things, like they're showing me like bungee jumping or flying out of a plane, or maybe even traveling. And I'm also getting the energy that strangers perceive you as someone that has a lot of power in your success. Like you seem like a very powerful person to these strangers, but also a very joyful person at the same time, because it's not like you're powerful and trying to show off your power, but at the same time you have this power to you that is just your vibe, your energy, that you don't even have to proclaim it. Like I feel like even with the King of Coins here, you know, I get the energy of businessman, businesswoman, someone that makes a lot of money or attracts a lot of wealth or creates a lot of success and wealth in their life. And it's like perhaps just the way you carry yourself looks very rich, very wealthy. And I get the energy that people, you don't have to showcase it, even if you're just wearing normal clothes. It's this energy of you looking rich. It's not like you have to scream it and be loud and be like, look at me, I have money. It's just your energy that seems very rich, where strangers perceive you so. Or some of you dress very smart after going to work, or dress very put together, where it's like people see you as very rich even if you're not wearing designer clothes. I get that energy. And a lot of intelligence, a lot of charisma, a lot of charm to you, that even the people that try to push you down eventually fall to your charm, and they're like, why am I even hating this on this person? This person's so kind, this person shines so brightly, why can't I just be inspired by them? I get that energy a lot, my pile number 3s. And another thing I'm getting is strangers perceive or view you as someone that is very honest, someone that doesn't lie. And a lot of strangers want to be your friend as well. A lot of strangers want to date you. A lot of strangers want to be your friend. It's like you have, like I said, the star quality to you, where you just shine brightly and you attract in everything you want, whether that's friendships, money, success, luck, adventure, joy. It's like it flows into you naturally. It flows into your energy naturally, and you naturally receive that. I get the energy that a lot of strangers just feel this energy of wanting to give to you, wanting to be around you, but maybe not telling you, as I said, like with the fairy example earlier, maybe not telling you how they feel, because it's like that energy of how I said, like the fairy, you don't want it to see you looking at it, because you feel almost embarrassed by how captivated you are by the fairy's beauty. But it's like they want you around them as friends, as lovers. I feel the energy a lot, like people just want to be around you, my pile number 3s, a lot of strangers. That was your reading. I really hope that this resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, share it to your friends, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!